want the scoop on gear. Yeah. Future Tech is here. Come on, get it. We'll make the specs so clear. Ooh la la. With music to your ears. Hey, hey.
This week on FutureTech, we're going to talk about a great live events dry hire rental company with some recent updates. So Mainlight's been around for, 42 years now. Pretty much a cornerstone in the live events industry when it comes to dry hire rental services. Their reach is massive. Wilmington, Teterboro, Nashville, Las Vegas. They've got these huge facilities to back it up.
That's a long run for any company, especially in such a demanding industry, right? And I mean, the fact that they've got facilities in those key cities, that's kind of a big deal.
Absolutely, it's not just about having a footprint, but maintaining quality across those locations. Like, they've got 60,000 square feet in Wilmington, 70,000 in Nashville, and even 40,000 in Vegas. That's space not just for storing equipment, but for testing and prepping it to high standards. Reliability is everything, especially when your clients are production companies juggling major live events.
And you can tell they've got that whole reliability thing down. I remember this one show in Nashville. Huge deal, lots of moving parts, and the Mainlight gear we used, it just worked. I mean, no issues at all, and honestly, their stuff elevated the entire production. The visuals were insane.
That doesn't surprise me. They've built their reputation on delivering high-quality lighting and effects. And it's not just the gear, it's the customer service. There are teams known for being on top of things, making sure every rental package meets the client's needs.
It's funny, though. Customer service doesn't always get highlighted in this industry, but when something goes wrong, that's when you realize how important it is. Mainlight seems like one of those companies that gets that.
Yeah, they're one of the few with a reputation that's lasted decades, and that speaks volumes. You know, we were just talking about Mainlight's reputation for reliability and attention to their clients' needs, and it feels like their inventory expansion really reflects that. Recently, to improve their rigging department, Mainlight have added a large number of Chainmaster D8 hoists to their lineup. That's impressive. These are the top of the rigging hoist food chain. 1 ton, 1 2-ton, even 1 4-ton hoists with 80 feet of lift capacity. It's a serious asset for any major production or rental company.
Wait, 80 feet? That's like lifting an entire theater setup, right? I mean, what's the practical use for something like that in your world?
Oh, tons of applications. Think big arena tours or outdoor festivals. You've got lighting trusses, speaker arrays, or even video screens to get into precise positions. Chainmaster hoists are known for their durability and precision, which, stops your event from turning into a disaster if something slips.
Yeah, that sounds critical. And I'm guessing they don't just stop at the hoist?
Exactly. Mainlight's gone all in by pairing these hoists with Motion Labs' 8-channel portable motor controllers. These give you super precise control over the hoists. You can synchronize lifts, adjust speeds, the whole deal. And get this, Motion Labs also ships them with handheld remotes that, let me tell you, are possibly the most rugged pieces of gear I've ever seen. Polyamide and polyester enclosures practically indestructible.
So it's like handheld control on steroids. Sounds perfect for something where timing and weight distribution are key.
Exactly. It's all about safety and efficiency. I mean, you're moving rigs that weigh literally thousands of pounds. Having gear you can trust makes a huge difference.
Makes sense. But what stands out here? Like, what makes this equipment special compared to the regular stuff people might be used to?
Well, these hoists are designed to integrate seamlessly into existing production setups. They have advanced motor protection, which means fewer breakdowns even under heavy use. And Motion Labs controllers tie it all together beautifully. It's a system that's reliable from top to bottom. Ideal for, let's say, back-to-back tours where downtime isn't an option.
That reliability, it's got to be a massive selling point. I can see where this would come in handy for events with tight schedules.
No doubt. I've seen setups where these kinds of hoists literally save the day. Imagine a high-pressure load-in where timing is everything. The last thing you need is finicky gear slowing you down. These hoists, they just work. Speaking of reliability, let's talk about the Mainlight facilities. Wilmington and Nashville are perfect examples. These are enormous high-tech spaces with 60,000 square feet in Wilmington and 70,000 danor in Nashville. They're not just storage warehouses, they're cutting-edge labs where they test and maintain industry-leading gear to make sure everything's in top condition before it heads out to an event.
Yeah, and that's something you don't usually think about, right? But those final checks, they must be a show saver, especially for big events with no room for error.
Exactly. Every single item is prepped to meet industry standards. Lighting fixtures, trusses, controllers, the works. They test, they inspect, they double-check, and then they ship. That's why their gear has such a solid reputation. When it arrives on site, you know it'll perform. No surprises.
And it's not just the tech, right? Their whole team, what strikes me is, they're super invested in making their clients succeed. Like, they're not just handing you a box of equipment and wishing you luck. They actually seem to care.
Totally. The human element's a big deal in this industry. They're technicians, account managers, they're experts at what they do, and they've got your back. What I've always respected about Mainlight is that they combine cutting-edge technology with old-school customer service. It's rare.
Yeah, and you feel that when you work with them. I've been on shows where everything could go wrong. It's high stress, high stakes. Knowing you've got Mainlight equipment and their team in your corner, it's like this huge weight off your shoulders.
Couldn't agree more. And here's the thing. Rental equipment is the backbone of so many events. If the gear's unreliable, you're sunk. That's why partners like Mainlight are crucial.
Right, and I think that's what sets them apart. They're invested in the technology, yeah, but also in people, whether it's their crew or the end user. That's rare these days.
Absolutely. It's funny reflecting on it now. It's not just the lights or the hoists or controllers. It's this whole package they've built through decades of experience. You get reliability, innovation, and real human support. That's a killer combo.
No kidding. Honestly, Chris, chatting through this stuff makes me appreciate the behind the scenes even more. The tech, the people, the prep. There's so much that goes into making live events happen.
Yeah, it's fascinating how something as simple as a well-tuned piece of equipment or great customer service can make or break an event. Kudos to Mainlight for nailing that balance.
Absolutely. And on that note, I think we've covered it all for today. Thanks for hanging out on Geezers of Gear FutureTech, Chris.
Thanks, Lacey. Always great chatting. And thanks to all of you for listening. Until next time, stay creative, stay inspired.
Want the scoop on gear? Yeah. Future Tech is here. Come on, get it. We'll make the specs so clear. Ooh la la. With music to your ears. Hey, hey, yeah. Let's go. New gear vibes. New tech jive. Gearheads unite. We keep it live. Oh yeah, the latest gear.